The story kicks off in the dense forests of West Virginia, where 4 college friends are enjoying a rafting trip. After setting up camp, one of them, Trey, goes missing. Concerned, Alex goes looking for him, while the other 2, Sophie and Brent, stay behind. But something horrific is waiting in the shadows. Out of nowhere, a deadly arrow strikes Brent. Before Sophie can react, another arrow hits her directly in the eye. She dies instantly. Brent tries to escape but doesn't get far. Alex, meanwhile, stumbles upon the gruesome aftermath. An inhuman creature is eating Sophie's eye. It's too late. Their trip has turned into a nightmare. The creature, known as Three Finger, isn't alone. His younger relative, Three Toes, is also lurking in the woods, setting deadly traps. Alex hides, terrified. Trey eventually shows up, unaware of what's happening. But Three Finger ambushes him, and despite trying to flee, Trey meets a violent end. Brent also falls into a hidden trap and is brutally killed. Now Alex is the only survivor. Elsewhere, we shift to a nearby prison facility. Authorities are planning a high-risk transfer of 5 dangerous inmates, including Chavez, a powerful crime lord. Fearing his gang might ambush them on the main route, officials decide to take a remote and dangerous road, Paper Mill Road. The transport team, led by 3 officers, makes a quick stop at a rural police station to coordinate. There, we briefly meet Sheriff Carl and Deputy Lane. Meanwhile, Three Toes, still a child but already deadly, gets caught in one of his own traps. Three Finger arrives and helps him escape, preparing for more kills. The prison bus resumes its journey, but it doesn't take long before things go wrong. A strange truck starts following them, driven by Three Finger himself. He lays a barbed wire trap that causes the bus to crash off the road. Amid the chaos, Chavez seizes an opportunity. He disarms a guard, and before the officers can regain control, one of them is killed with a knife to the neck. Arrows start raining from the trees, proving this isn't an ambush by Chavez's crew, it's something much worse. The group is forced to cooperate. Nate, one of the guards, tries to unlock the prisoners, but the keys were left inside the burning bus. He rushes in to save Officer Walter, but the heat has already destroyed the key. Chavez spares Nate's life, believing he's their best shot at surviving. Suddenly, Alex appears from the forest and warns them of the cannibalistic killers hunting them. Skeptical but desperate, Chavez demands she lead them to where the killings started. On the way, they discover a flipped-over vehicle filled with bags of cash. Temptation sets in. Each man grabs what he can. When Walter, badly hurt, refuses to carry any, Chavez shoots him in cold blood. As they move forward, Alex nearly steps into another trap, but Nate saves her just in time. They're soon attacked by Three Toes, but Chavez shoots him. Alex warns, that wasn't the main threat. Three Finger later finds the severed head of Three Toes on display. Enraged, he vows revenge. The group continues, only to be caught in more deadly setups. When one prisoner saves Chavez from a trap, Chavez repays him by cutting off his legs to free him from chains. Brutal and selfish, Chavez grows more dangerous with each step. Back at the station, the sheriff becomes concerned. He hasn't heard from the transport team. He heads out to investigate, with Deputy Lane following up on the missing college students. Meanwhile, the survivors find a cabin and manage to break their chains. But when Chavez forces one prisoner to approach a suspicious truck, it turns out to be a trap. Three Finger brutally kills him using barbed wire and the truck itself. More betrayal follows. One prisoner tries to kill Chavez. Alex and Nate flee. Brandon, another prisoner, disappears into the forest. As the group falls apart, Sheriff Carl finally reaches the scene and follows the trail. Eventually, Chavez and Brandon catch up to Nate again. Nate offers Hope a nearby watchtower with a radio. But when they arrive, it's already been burned down by the mutants. Just then, Sheriff Carl arrives with his dog. But Three Finger, hiding in the trees, kills him with a brutal wooden spear. Chavez grabs Carl's gun and continues his hunt for the money. Meanwhile, Floyd tries to escape with the loot. But Three Finger catches up and sets him ablaze with a Molotov cocktail, burning all the cash in the process. Chavez, desperate, throws Alex in front of Three Finger's truck to save himself. Nate tries to help but is restrained by Chavez until Brandon knocks Chavez out and escapes with Nate. Three Finger captures Alex and ties her up inside his cabin. There, we also see Deputy Lane's body. He didn't survive either. Chavez recovers and confronts Three Finger in a brutal showdown. He nearly wins, crushing the mutant's face, but in the end, Three Finger overpowers him, cracks open his skull, and devours his brain. Guided by the sheriff's dog, Nate locates Alex. He rescues her, but they're not safe yet. Three Finger returns once more. Alex, using the same wooden spike where Three Toes' head was, kills Three Finger in a final attack. They flee in the truck, but the horror isn't over. Three Finger, unbelievably, survives again. He attacks the truck and causes it to crash. Nate and Alex are pulled from the wreckage by Brandon just before it explodes. Three Finger grabs Nate one last time, but Nate impales him with his own weapon. The truck explodes, and this time, Three Finger is finally reduced to ashes. Police arrive. Nate and Alex survive. But in a shocking twist, Nate returns later, driven by greed, to find the money. He's suddenly killed in a surprise attack. Brandon, the only one left, finds the cash, but is ambushed and killed by a completely new, unknown mutant. To this day, nobody knows who that creature was. And the story ends. But the nightmare lives on.